How's it going? I'm Jared Gillis. Welcome to another All About RVs. Today, I want to talk about voiding the RV warranty that we have on a new RV. So we do a lot of modifications, a lot of add-ons and things to the RV, a lot of customizing it for our specific purpose. And so the big question out there is, does that harm or does that void any portion of your RV warranty? Because some of these things you might want to add on to the RV, you might want to weigh the cost. Is it going to void the RV warranty, or did we harm it in any way by what we've added to the RV? Now, we'll be looking at this by looking at our Grand Design RV, because Grand Design has a warranty that comes along with the RV that doesn't get canceled just because you live in it full time. They're one of the ones that do that. They're not the only ones that have a warranty like that. Some RV manufacturers out there, they will not warranty the RV if you live in it full time. We've done a significant amount of upgrades and modifications that you might wondering, how does that affect the warranty? Things like solar, actually securing that to the roof, how does that affect the warranty? Or the inverter install, changing a lot of the electrical components inside of the RV, getting rid of the converter, the table that we installed where we actually secure it and added table legs inside the RV and securing that down to the floor. We also replaced the window in the door of the RV to have one that has a shade inside of it. We also put stabilizers on the RV that connect from the frame to the landing gear that give you stability when you're set up at the campground. So tying that from the frame to the landing gear, what does all this do to the warranty and how would that be recognized by Grand Design? So just to be clear, we don't have any affiliation with Grand Design at all. We didn't purchase this through them. We got it through an RV dealership. We don't have any working relationship with them. So we're not affiliated with Grand Design in any way. This is just our personal experience. So I wanted to call their warranty department to see how they handle these things and how it would be processed if we had a claim in any of these areas. And so they said that if we wanted to add solar, that wasn't going to affect the warranty. Now, if the roof leaked and it was caused by attaching the solar panel in that area, they wouldn't cover that because they didn't install the solar panels on there. But if it leaked in a different area, maybe where the ladder attached or on the front cap or something like that, that would still be covered underneath their warranty. It's not that we voided the warranty of the roof. It's just that if we did something to cause damage, then they wouldn't cover that. But they're not just going to void the warranty on the whole roof because we put solar panels on there. So I asked about solar panels, inverter. They said all that is fine. It doesn't hurt the warranty in any way. So the way that I understand it, the lens that I look at it through, is if there's something in the RV that would have been corrected by them or should be corrected by them, they will handle it. If there's something that we did that caused something to break on the RV, then that wouldn't be covered by them. And that's very logical. I wouldn't expect anything other than that. So on the landing gear, I asked about the stabilizers because those attach to the frame and to the landing gear that come down. So I directly asked the question, would this cause an issue with the warranty with the landing gear or the frame? And they said, no, it won't affect the warranty. So if we have an issue with the landing gear, say it's not coming down properly or there's an electrical issue in the landing gear, it's still going to be covered underneath their warranty. But if I leave it engaged and I try and send that landing gear up and down and it bends or breaks something, they're not going to cover that. That's going to be on me, and that would totally make sense to me. If I break it, if I add something that breaks it, then that would be on me. But none of these things actually harm the product as long as you use them properly. And I think that would be the way that you could say that with everything. I mean, if we overflow the sink and it causes an issue with the flooring down below, we just didn't use the plumbing or the sink properly. So that's an issue that we would have created. So it's nice to know we can do these things and they look at it in the right way. Now, I will kind of save my review of how they handle the warranty for a later date, but our first interaction with the warranty process has been great. It's been a good one. So we just had a few minor things that I thought about. It was like a light, the propane pressure regulator, and issue with the tire pressure monitor system. And so these were all things that I thought I would just handle on my own, but I wanted to test the warranty process. And so it was really easy. I didn't go through the RV dealership. It's great because you can call them directly. You can talk to somebody, they can actually ship you parts. It sounded like we could get a mobile guy if we wanted to, but for me, I would just rather have them ship me the parts and I'm able to install them. So it's nice that they give you options to where you don't have to just take it to an RV dealership and deal with that weird communication between manufacturer and dealership and waiting for that whole process. If I can stay out of an RV dealership, I would do that hands down every time. I would prefer to do all the work on the RV myself, so it's nice that they have that option. But I want to leave the whole review of RV warranty for giving it a little bit more time and seeing how things progress in that area. So if you're looking at an RV or you have an RV and you want to know about your warranty and how that would be affected by modifications, I would just recommend what I did. Just call them directly, call the warranty department and ask what your question is and if that modification would harm or how it would affect the warranty at all. I was very pleased with the answer I got, and I was very pleased with how quick I got through. I was through within less than a minute. So it was quick, painless, and that's how to get the most accurate information, is just to call that manufacturer direct. It's nice to see some of these RV manufacturers being willing to send you parts so that you're not so dependent on RV dealership service centers. So I think that's gonna do it for today. That was just the information that I wanted to share and pass along from what we have learned. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos about RVing, hit that subscribe button. And if we don't see you on the road, hopefully we will see you next video.